starting to like your notion of turning Captain Sansone from an enemy into an ally. Pitting the Lion Guard's swords against the Coldane Cartel's claws is an enticing proposition. We just need to get the others to accept the idea. The gang leaders can be a little hard-headed, that's for sure. But I encountered a situation like this before, back in Abar's Landing. A group of cutthroats constantly stole our jobs, kept beating us to ripe locations. Velsa came up with the perfect plan to get them out of our way for good. Best of all, we didn't have to bloody our blades. The Lion Guard presents a similar opportunity. I just need your help to convince the others. Talk to Edwayne, Celine, and Abrasia. They listen to you, whereas they always suspect me of having a hidden agenda. Let's set a trap for the Coldane Cartel. Offer them a target they can't resist. Not specifically, no. We can't take them down by force. Murder and violence isn't the Thieves' Guild way. We're a velvet glove slipped into a purse, not an iron fist. So, we tempt them and let Captain Sansone and the Lion Guard do the heavy lift. All I've got is an idea. Lay out bait, tip off Sansone, then wait for the cartel to come claim their prize so the Lion Guard can grab them. And that's where you come in. I trust you to convince them, to get them to finally start working together like a proper guild, like a team. I just hope Captain Sansone can raise enough soldiers to overcome Coldane and his werewolves. It's no secret the Lion Guard is stretched thin. I assume Captain Sansone will do his best, but he might need the help of the three gangs to take out the cartel. Let's make sure Celine... Talk to Celine first. After what happened to her father, she's going to be eager to strike out at the cartel. Get her on board with working with Captain Sansone, and the others will be more likely to follow, if only so they aren't left out. Because he's carrying around a warrant for a crime I didn't commit and wants to bring me to justice? I suppose trusting someone like Sansone always comes with some risk, but I'm willing to take that chance.
It's time to figure out a way to end the threat of the Coldane Cartel once and for all. House Menant will go it alone if we have to, but Gavin Coldane needs to pay for what he did to my father. The cartel. They're literally monsters. Ferocious, deranged, murdering monsters. They're stronger than us, more numerous. As much as I want them to pay for what they did, you're right. We need more than skeevers and street rats. We need an army. You're suggesting we get the Lion Guard to do the job for us? That could work. But we need something to entice the cartel, and a place to set the trap where the Lion Guard can grab them. I know a spot, but can we really trust Sansone? Trust him? Turning to the law isn't something that comes naturally to me. But you're right about Sansone. I could see how much the cartel both frightened and infuriated him. All right, I'll help with this plan, as long as we make Coldane pay. I have an acquaintance who owes me a favor. Fine, nobody's...
I never had much in common with the Menants, but today I do. We need to take down Gavin.
If we let Gavin Coldane get away with what he did to Basil, he's going to do it again. We need to hit back.
now, friend. If you're looking to buy or sell, see me at my shop or warehouse. I must catalog the rest of this shipment before the Lydia is ready to set sail. Celine Menant, favor. I thought we settled that little bit of business a long time ago. Look, I'm extremely busy. Tell Celine I'll be happy to work this out with her later. My warehouse? And just what sort of swindle or scam is Celine planning this time? No, don't tell me. I really can't get involved right now. Maybe she can use my warehouse next week. Next month at the latest. Well, seeing how Celine sounds desperate, and since the favor... A guild, you say? That does present some profitable opportunities. Very well. Just procure one item for me, and Celine can use... Don't make me say it out loud. These docks have... I believe that such detail...
Stay close to you, Tamriel. I do not wish to lose my way.
This work isn't going to do us.
You need to go, now!
people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you live in.
Citizens, your courage and loyalty are legendary.
Stop, miscreant!
Look, I understand. It was all a mistake.
Lady Celine's associate. Excellent. The profit I make from this will keep my creditors at bay. At least for...
Hey, partner. I've been looking for you. Glad I found you. I had to tell someone what I discovered about the Codex, but the thieves' den was empty. First, though, how's the plan coming together? Have you gotten any of the gang leaders to agree to work with Captain Sansone? A warehouse. That's perfect. Now we just need something to entice the cartel, and a way to slip the information to them. And we need to tell Captain Sansone all about it. Didn't you tell me you helped the Lion Guard protect Glenumbra from werewolves and cultists? Plus, Sansone seems to trust you, and you already broached the subject. You're our best chance to get him to agree to work with us to take down the cartel. Oh, yeah! The damn thing writes itself. The last entries in the Codex talk about Celine acquiring a nowhere key at the bank and the cartel taking one from Basil. In fact, it's full of entries from well after the time of Sage Vornet. My thought exactly. And that's not all. I was able to find more entries related to the Thieves' Moon. Sounds like a powerful relic that has some effect on time. Just the thing to bring the three gangs together and form a proper thieves guild. Not yet. It's slow going. Anyway, find Captain Sansone outside Daggerfall. Get him to commit to send the Lion Guard to the warehouse. Then talk to Edwayne and get his cooperation like you did with Celine.
Another distraction.
Best price is guaranteed.
When you visit the shops, we got laws, Dungy.
You do
Now
not
get
flee
lost.
from the consequences of your actions. Good.
Let's drink to the lady. I wondered if I would see you again. Once again, the friend of thieves calls upon the Lion Guard. To what do I owe the honor this time? I've been considering what such a course might look like. But the Coldane cartel has wealth, power, and more than one magistrate on their payroll. I would need to catch them with their hand on the High King's coin purse to make an arrest stick. A tempting offer, but I still don't know if I can trust you. You know I carry a warrant for Queneth's arrest. I could just show up and take you all into custody. It would certainly be the more prudent course of action. Yes, Basil. And a criminal organization of murderous werewolves is certainly a much greater concern than a few gangs of pickpockets and street thieves. All right. Get me the information and the Lion Guard will be there to apprehend the cartel. While I wait to learn the time and place of this trap, I'll assemble as many knights as the Lion Guard can spare. I may require the assistance of your thieves if the cartel proves as dangerous as I believe them to be. Do not make me regret this. Even so, if we enter into this partnership, we do so together. We're all going to have to bloody our swords to stop Coldain. If Gwyneth has no stomach for that, don't bother to send word to me. But if I hear from you, I expect you're all in.
Over here, friend. Gwen said she'd be sending you to assist me. Gwen mentioned you had something you wanted to talk to me about. Just so happens, I could use some help as well. You first, friend. Then we can discuss what I need. Ah, the cookie jar gambit. Celine's warehouse is the jar, but we still need a cookie to entice the cartel, and a way to let them know it's there and waiting to be swiped. I can help with the latter, but that's where I was on my way to meet with a former street hawk. Gorbert got in good with the cartel and has been passing me information. But Lady Birian, a nervous noble with a private militia, caught him and Carso up in a sweep of the road by her estate. Exactly. Me and the street hawks will make some noise and draw off the militia while you head southeast and sneak in to free Carso and Gorbert. I left the toolkit if you need lockpicks. There's after we draw out the militia.
A fine ore, Tamid. Georgette, useful not only for its luster.
Lady Birian, the Horker's ours!
That's it! Get them!
Shadow!
Wait until the guard makes you pay for trespassing.
and set me and the others free.
At last, I'm free.
At last, I'm free.
You picked that lock like a professional. You sure you're not with the militia? Or that this isn't another one of Lady Barion's tricks to get me to Edwayne? Really? I was afraid he got snatched up too. Glad to hear he's safe. Wait a moment. Did the cartel send you? Did they figure out before they tossed me down here? I saw them stick Carso in the kennels. If you know about Carso, then Edwayne must have sent you. All right, I'll trust you. The kennels are upstairs. There's other dogs too. So look for something in the kitchen on the second floor to keep them occupied and quiet. Maybe some chunks of meat or something. Look.
So will my friend now. You can trust them, Gorbert. Tell them what we discussed.
Sorry I wasn't more forthcoming. But spying on the cartel for the Street Hawks? I never know who I can trust, you know? Anyway, I'm sure I can work something out with Edwayne so you can slip information to the cartel when you're ready. Gavin Coldane may look like an upstanding coin baron to the world at large, but he runs a growing criminal empire. He's forcing every thief, fence, and burglar in Glenumbra to join his cartel. And don't get me started on the cartel werewolves. Hey, I'm putting my life on the line just mentioning this. But once a Street Hawk, always a Street Hawk, right? The cartel has established a new enclave on Dowerstone Island, just south of here. Records, plans.
I knew placing a Street Hawk in the cartel would pay off. Not only will we have a way to pass on the information and bait the trap, we now know where the cartel keeps its most important secrets. This plan is already shaping up nicely. I assume there would be. For the cookie jar gambit to work, we need a jar, the warehouse, a way to tip off the cartel, which Gorbert will help me provide, and a tempting cookie. I leave that detail to you. But after the trap is set, what then? The Lion Guard. That's a bold idea. Thieves using the law to their own advantage? I hadn't considered such a thing. Just being that close to Captain Sansone makes my fingers twitch.
The cartel is putting its hand in the what now? Gwen told me I'd find you out here with Edwayne. Said you had something you wanted to discuss with me. I assume it has to do with a plan involving some sort of jar. Ah, the cookie jar gambit. And we still need a tempting morsel. I haven't seen anyone run this old swindle in an elf's age. Well, you came to the right person. I know something that will be too irresistible for the cartel to ignore. I just learned that the cartel acquired a crate of heirlooms bound for the Daggerfall auction house. My road sworn were after it, but they beat us to it. There's one item in the collection that Gavin will be especially interested in. The Wolf's Paw Sapphire. An oddly shaped gemstone Gavin Coldane won't be able to resist. The cartel got lucky and hit the caravan before us, but I doubt they know what's in the crates. We just need to figure out where the cartel stores its loot. That's gotta be where they'll take the stolen heirlooms. Not only can we get the perfect bait for your trap, we can also hit them hard and pay them back for Basil. Show the cartel we have teeth. Meet me at the island as soon as you can. Sounds perfect, right? Come on, we can't let this opportunity pass us by.
Pray for mercy.
Over here, outlaw. This is definitely a cartel enclave, but the lot of them are lazy and sloppy. They think they're untouchable, invincible. Well, we're going to show by making the cartel regret they ever crossed the road sworn. And the other gangs too, of course. Let's steal back, let's burn their supplies first. Then destroy the weapon stores on the south side of the island. I knew you were...
properly. Never mind take down the Coldane cartel. Keep an eye out. There are those out there looking to stop us.
All right, we're done here. Let's go, outlaw. That was glorious! We bloodied the cartel's nose and rubbed it in the dirt for good measure. Once word gets out that the Wolf's Paw Sapphire and this ledger I acquired are in the warehouse, Coldane, it belongs to Gavin Coldane's personal steward. The same one that handles all the financial records for both his businesses, legitimate and illegal. More to the point, the ledger gives us a complete picture of everything Coldane has his hands in. Quen and the others should take a look before we use it as bait. Speaking of, what happens once a trap gets sprung? You never mentioned involving the law. Not sure how I feel about that. Still, you haven't led me wrong yet. All right, take the ledger and Sapphire back to the den. Tell Quen and the others what you've been up to and set...
This place in a book from my time. It is quite different from what I recall. Perhaps I misremember. Hang on.
I'm ready whenever. Talk to the boss, Lady Cutter. I'll just do as I'm instructed.
Celine and Edwayne told me about the plan. We've got a location and a way to get the information to the cartel. Did you and Abrasia come up with something tempting? Renna here is waiting to place the... This is the Wolf's Paw Sapphire. I heard that had been stolen. I can see why Abrasia thinks Gavin Coldane will find this interesting. And his steward's financial ledger. Coldane will definitely... There's a lot of detailed entries in here. In addition to references to Nowhere Keys and the Nowhere Vault, this clearly provides proof that Coldane and his cartel are neck-deep in illegal activity. That's excellent news. Once Renna places the bait, we slip the location to the cartel and let the... Time to deal. Time to put the plan into motion.